pausing here for a couple of breaths. Just allowing the breath to rise and allow the breath to fall very gently without forcing the breath. Just softening the shoulders back and down. And just really feeling that connection through the feet, through the balls of the feet, a little lift in your arches. Feeling that lift up through the inseam of the leg. Good, and then we'll start with a little bit of tapping, just to wake up the senses of the body. So just a little tapping up the arm, just quite lightly on the skin surface. Doesn't matter if you've got layers on. All the way up the other arm to the shoulder. I'm going to go around the neck, around the shoulders, around the chest. And just moving around the body, so anywhere that you can reach. Tap up the back, down the legs, all the way down, both legs, all the way back up. And then give the wrists a little shake, give your arm a little shake, your other arm a little shake, the leg a little shake, and the other leg a little shake. And then just come back to neutral. So we're just going to do some very gentle half sun salutations. So keeping the feet still about hip distance apart. We're going to take an inhale with the arms up and an exhale to forward fold. Bend the knees a lot. You can always use your blocks. So they might be here. We're going to inhale, come all the way up. So nice softness in the knees. Reaching up, exhaling, folding down, maybe to the blocks or the floor. Inhaling, coming all the way up. Exhaling to fold. One more. And to fold. So this time I'm going to stay here, either with the hands on the blocks or on the floor. Just give the knees a little bend. Try not to stay too stiff or static, maybe a little deeper bend from left to right, little stretch through the back of the hips. Good, and then we're slowly going to roll all the way back up to standing. So to work on the shoulders, so we're going to bring the arms out to the sides. We're going to externally and internally rotate the shoulders. So by externally rotating them, we're going to roll them back and down, feel the shoulder blades lock down the back. And then we're going to internally, we're going to roll them forwards. Feel the shoulder blades come up and forwards. We're going to roll them back and we're going to roll them forwards. Good, and roll them back. And roll them forwards. We're going to do that once more. So roll them back and down. And then roll them forwards. Good. And then release. So we're going to bring the fingertips to the shoulders and we're going to round the shoulders, the elbows, bring them into the center, nice big circles. So elbows towards each other. And then we'll go the opposite way. So take the elbows back, nice big circles back, open the upper heart and chest. And release, and feel the shoulders are feeling a little bit warmer than they were at the beginning. So we'll reach the arms out in front, cross the right arm over the left, bend the elbows. So we're either going to bring backs of hands together or palms together, coming into your eagle bind. So we're going to try and press the elbows and the forearms in as much as you can, even if you're kind of here and they're not even touching. We're going to try and get the elbows up and as close to each other as possible to really open that space in the upper back and the back of the heart. Nice big breath into the back of the body. Exhale it out. One more. Good. Unwind the arms. Go the other way, left over right. So bringing the elbows close in, as close as they can. Maybe a bind or bring backs of the hands together. Lift the elbows up slightly. Lengthen through the tailbone. Draw the lower belly in. Don't let the rest of the body just hang out and collapse here. Another couple of breaths. Good, and then release. Let's give the shoulders a nice big roll. Okay, so we're going to come down onto hands and knees. So let's just make our way down onto the mat. Going to a few cat-cows just to wake up the spine. So hands and knees, hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. So we're going to inhale, lift the heart and chest and look up. Exhale, round the back, chin to chest. Good, inhale, lift the heart, lifting up. Exhale, round the back. Last one, inhale. And exhale. extend the right leg back. Circle the ankle. So just loosen up the ankle joint. Good, and then bring the knee in. See if we can make some circles. So small circles to start with. You want to change direction, so we're going both ways with our circles. Good, and then keeping that knee lifted, we're going to extend back. Exhale, round, bring knee to nose. Inhale, extend back. So exhale, knee towards the nose. One more, extend back. Exhale, knee to nose, and release. Good, so we do the other side. So we're going to extend the left leg back, circle the ankle. And then bring the knee in towards you slightly again. We're going to make small circles with the left knee, left hip. Gently circling around in both directions. And we'll extend back. Exhale, bring knee towards nose. Inhale back. Exhale towards the nose. Last one. And releasing back down. Good. So, I'm going to sit back. So you might want to grab 1 or 2 blocks to sit on. And if it's not comfortable for the knees, you can bring the legs out in front. So we're going to lift the arms up overhead. Circle out the wrists. So give the wrists a little stretch. Circle them out both ways. And then interlace the hands. Press the palms up to the ceiling. And then release that stretch. So we're going to come into a little side stretch. So let's lift the arms up overhead. So you're going to grab your left wrist with your right hand. Breathe in through the left side and take a little stretch over to the right. Good. Inhale back to the centre. Swap over to the other side. Lengthen through the right side, leaning over to the left. Good. Inhaling back to the centre and release. So we're going to come back up to standing. So bringing yourself back up slowly. And just coming through a little chair sequence to twist the body and build a bit of strength and stability in the legs. So again, feet about hip distance apart. So we're going to bend the knees and just come into a regular chair pose. Just notice how that feels in the body. Observe what's going on in the hips. Making sure the knees are in line with the feet. Good. And I'm going to inhale to come up. So this time we're going to use the block. So we'll take a block in between the thighs, so sort of just above the knees really, so you can give it a really good squeeze. So we're really going to squeeze inside, so adductors in towards the centre, bend the knees back into our chair. Okay, while squeeze the block, coming to a little twist, so we're going to open the right arm out to the right. Exhale back to the centre. Open the left arm out to the left. Back to the centre. Exhale, open to the right. Back to the centre. Exhale, open to the left. Back to the centre and release. Good, just popping the block down. Take a breath in, float the arms up. And exhale through heart centre. Let's do one more. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale through heart centre. Good, so we're going to come back onto the ground again. Coming onto our knees. Coming to half press ups. So we're going to draw the knees back slightly from the hips. And the hands a little bit wider than usual. But as we come down for these half press ups, we don't want the elbows to go out to the side. So imagine your elbows can't go off the line of your mat. You want to draw the elbows back towards the ribs. So they're bending back rather than out to the side. Okay, so bring the knees close together. Knees slightly back from the hips. We're going to exhale about halfway down. And inhale, press up. Good, we're going to do 4 more. So exhale about halfway down. Inhale up. Good, 3 more. Exhale, tuck those elbows into the ribs. And up. Last 2. Exhale. And up. Last one. Come back into child's pose. So remember, you can always use a block for child's pose for your head. It's quite a nice way to support the head. Nice, long, steady breaths. Good, and coming up. So coming into a forearm plank. So we're going to come and bring the hands to interlace, elbows under the shoulders, and we're going to need to walk the feet and the knees back. So stack the shoulders above the elbows, tuck the toes, lift the legs. So we don't want the bottom up here. We want to try and bring your bottom down so it's in line with the rest of your body. And we're going to hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Brilliant, bring the knees down. So we're going to come into side plank on the forearm. So we're going to bring your right forearm, so if you lay on your side, so we want that shoulder above the elbow, and then the forearm out to the side. I'm going to bring the legs out straight, stack the feet together, so squeeze the feet together, squeeze the legs together. We're going to squeeze and lift up through the inseam of the body, and bring your top hand in front of you. So we're going to press down into the forearm, lift the hips up. Now remember, bringing your shoulder onto your back, so externally rotating your shoulder so you can keep fingers down, or you can lift your arm up. So we're lifting up through this bottom hip. And we're holding for 2 more seconds. And then slowly release down. We'll spin around to the other side. So we've got shoulder above the elbow, legs extended out, feet stacked together. So when you're ready, you're going to lift up. So shoulder blade onto the back, so good shoulder stability. Maybe lifting the top arm, maybe keep it pressed here just for a bit of support. For 2 more seconds. And release. Good. So you're going to come and bring the legs out in front, the hands behind you, and see if you can just lift the bottom off the floor. So it doesn't have to be much. So lift up and down. So you can also try this with blocks. Bring both of the blocks next to your hips. Bring them in quite close. We're going to press into the blocks. We're going to lift up and down. So we're going to feel like a real lift of the pelvic floor, like lifting right up through the centre of the body. We're going to do 2 more. Good, last one. Good. Taking one of your blocks, and place it inside of your right foot. So move the feet slightly apart so there's enough space to move your right leg. So we'll lift the right leg up, cross the block, and down. So we're going to lift the block up, the foot up, across, and down. We're going to do 2 more for that side. Lift it up, cross, and down. Lift it up, across, and down. So moving it slightly closer to your left foot, maybe your right foot slightly over. So lift up and across and down. Lift up, across and back. So once more, lifting up, across and down, and lifting up, across and back. Good. Bending the knees. Going to bring the block in between the thighs again, just as we did for chair pose. Feet on the floor, so you're going to start really lifting up through the upper body and the chest, so you can grab your knees just to get that integrity through the spine. Draw the shoulders back, so nice and open across the chest. Try and glue the feet to the floor if you can. And we're going to reach the arms out in front. So squeeze the block, we're going to round the back, chin to chest, looking down towards the belly button, finding that space where we're having a little shake. You can always tuck your feet underneath the sofa. If the feet start to lift, but try and keep the feet pressed down. Slowly back up. Here, we're going to do 2 more. So we're going to round the back, rolling down. See if we can find that edge, that crunch point. Good, slowly back up. Last one, round the back chin to chest. Then we're going to hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly back up. Really good. So we're coming to a little restorative pose. So you might want a block and a strap or a blanket. A couple of blankets is quite nice. So we're going to come down onto the back, place the block or the blankets underneath the hips. I'm going to elevate the legs and take the strap around the feet. Spread out the shoulders nice and flat. See if you can slide your hands down the strap so your arms aren't doing anything. We don't want any upper body effort here really. And we're just going to allow the legs to elevate above the heart, boost the blood flow. Slow down the breath. Just absorb the goodness of your movement in your practice. Start to notice any sensations within the legs. And just settling your nervous system as well. So you can stay here for a bit longer if you wish. You could also settle down into Shavasana for a few minutes. Or if you're a little bit strapped for time, then just taking another couple of breaths here. And then I'm going to start to bend the knees, slowly bring the legs in, remove the blankets or the block, take a roll to your side and gently bring yourself up to a seat. Thank you. Hope you enjoyed the 15-minute practice.